Hi, I'm Debbie Peverell, and you're listening to the weekly tip from basicboardgovernance.ca. Today, I'm asking the question, how do you pick the chairperson for your group? So maybe you do have a whole process, an application form, a system for figuring out who should do it. My guess is no, but if you do, then you probably don't need to listen to the rest of this tip. The idea here is that the person who becomes the chair of the group has been on the board for a while. So they're familiar with the strategic goals of the organization. They're probably familiar with the personalities of the people who serve on the board and, generally how we get things done. So that is one criteria. But there are other characteristics that the board member who is wanting to be chair has to have. Some of them fall under the category of patience or tact or diplomacy. And basically, call it what you like. One of those three things will apply. But the role of the chair is to shepherd the group towards achieving their goals without irritating anyone. So that does require a certain amount of tact and diplomacy. The chair has to be fair, and we had a tip on that last month about how important it is for the chair to treat all the participants the same, to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to speak, to be certain that no one is being bullied at a meeting. We also need consistency in that the rules have to be followed the same way every time. The chair has to get the respect of the board members, and the way to do that is by being fair and consistent so that every board member knows what to expect at a meeting. Then we have something I'm calling a sense of timing. Basically, it involves being able to move the meeting along. You've got an agenda, there's probably too many things on it. You want to have a meeting that wraps up in a certain space of time. The chair has to be cognizant of how time is going by, how to make sure everybody is speaking, but also that you're not wasting time hearing the same kinds of things over again. So you can make a list that's much longer than that. Those are my criteria. You can add your own, but this is a place to start, figuring out the job description and the skill matrix for the chair, because the chair is one of the most important people on your board because they help the board achieve their goals.